6:29 on WBOC News this morning. This morning's breakfast bite. Did you know in Japan, women gift Valentine's Day chocolate to men to signify the relationship, friendship, but no romantic interest, or chogiri choco, which is actually pity chocolate given to the guy that the woman feels sorry for.
Oh.
That's a little awkward.
Wow.
That's really unfortunate. As you step out the door this morning, a sweatshirt or a jacket's a good idea as temperatures are in the 30s. We're dealing with some fog across southern Delmarva. Overall, not too bad of a day. Mix of sun and clouds, temperatures mid-50s, rain showers later this evening.
Good morning. I'm Jimmy Hoffa.
I'm Kimberly Wiggins.
I'm Nicole Lauren.
And I'm meteorologist Mike Lichniak at 6:30 on Wednesday, February 14th.
Now, WBOC News This Morning, Delmarva's news leader.
Climbers stranded on top of Oregon's Mount Hood, the massive rescue efforts, and the tragic end for one.
Virginia's sanctuary cities, a bill working its way through the legislature that the Virginia governor is against.
The art of dealing, how you can learn to deal cards at a local casino, all for free.
We will have all of that and more coming up this half hour.
But first, the WBOC News This Morning eye-opener, your morning in 60 seconds.
Still no drinking water due to a chemical compound.
Neighbors in Blades raising their concerns.
Don't know how long it's been there and what it's doing to each and every one of us.
A long-term solution now moving forward.
A battle between Maryland's eastern and western shores.
400,000 people on the eastern shore shouldn't hold 5 million people on the western shore hostage.
A proposed bill limiting the eastern shore's hold on a new bay crossing.
Big checks, big controversy.
It's grandstanding, when you're putting out, a big check and you're using taxpayer money.
Some Dover council members speaking up against ceremonial check presentations.
Possible cuts coming to the food stamp program.
No child should go hungry, no family should go hungry, no senior should go hungry.
A unique holiday, Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday, all in one day.
Hoping that people will make a balance out of it, and those chocolates will still be here Thursday.
Best in show at the 142nd Annual Westminster Kennel Club will be the Bichon Frise.
A top dog is crowned in New York at the Westminster Dog Show.
This morning's eye-opener is presented by Nanacoke Health Services. Feel good about choosing Nanacoke.
What a cutie. You have to love those dogs.
I kind of think they have better hair than I do.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, you're not even saying anything.
At 6:32, your top story this half hour. It's one that's been developing overnight out of Oregon. 6 climbers stranded on Mount Hood. They are now safely off of the mountain after a very complicated rescue in falling rock and ice. But as Hannah Doba reports this morning, it was a tragic end for the 7th climber who did not survive a massive fall.
A half-dozen climbers stranded on Oregon's Mount Hood since yesterday afternoon have been rescued and brought to dangerous conditions. Hannah Doba, CBS News.
Oregon's Mount Hood is no stranger to tragedy involving climbers. 4 people died there last year.
And your Trump presidency this morning, the intensifying debate over what to do about the so-called dreamers has taken another turn in the courts. A second federal judge temporarily blocked the Trump administration from ending the DACA program. With that block, the program could end up going beyond the March 5th deadline. For now, though, a GOP bill has already moved ahead, encompassing White House guidelines. It includes a path to becoming citizens in exchange for billions in border security money, plus ending the diversity lottery program.
Anybody in favor of the lottery where you pick it out and you say, good, we have a new United States citizen? Doesn't work. And they're not giving us their finest, that we can tell you.
But I don't think a arbitrary deadline should ultimately snuff out the dreams of these young people.
That was New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez. He and other Democrats disagree with the Trump administration's deadline. They say they will only allow immigration to be debated on the Senate floor for 1 week.
A so-called sanctuary cities bill has passed through the Virginia House of Delegates. Republicans say the bill would prevent cities from resisting federal immigration law in order to shelter undocumented immigrants who are accused of crimes. But Democrats have long opposed the legislation, saying it's ill-defined, it's unnecessary because Virginia doesn't have any sanctuary cities. Governor Ralph Northam has vowed to veto the bill. That bill now goes on to the Virginia State Senate.
A controversial plan included in President Trump's fiscal 2019 budget blueprint is being praised by some here on the Eastern Shore, but slammed by others. That plan would change the way SNAP recipients, or those who receive food stamps, get some of their benefits. WBOC's Angelo BAVARO joins us live at the Samaritan Shelter in Pocomoke. Good morning, Angelo. So the proposal will replace some monthly cash benefits with a box of food.
Nicole, families that receive $90 or more a month in food stamps would receive what the Trump administration is calling a harvest box. Now, these boxes would be full of everything from juices to peanut butters to pastas, and the Trump administration says that everything included inside these boxes would be produced right here in the United States. Now, these boxes would make up for about half of a person's monthly cash benefits. The remainder of those benefits would still be given to them on an electronic card like they are right now. The Trump administration says this plan would reduce the SNAP budget by $213 billion over the next 10 years. That's a 30% cut. The director here at the Samaritan Shelter says 90% of the folks who use the food pantry here are SNAP recipients, and she says any cuts to the program would be dangerous. Take a listen.
Have that food security helps them not have to worry about other things. They can put their focus on maybe their rent, their gas, their electric.
However, in a statement to WBOC, Representative Andy Harris says he applauds the decision to include, quote, requirements that significant portions of the money be spent on food grown in the United States. This will be of great benefit to farmers on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. Now, the Trump administration did not specify how these boxes would be delivered to families, and it is important to note that this budget proposal still needs to be approved by Congress. We're live in Pocomoke this morning. I'm Angelo BAVARO for WBOC News.
All right, thanks, Angelo. 6:37. In Worcester County, a new program at Ocean Downs Casino in Berlin is helping people learn how to deal at table games for free. The training is made available through a partnership with Warwick Community College and the casino. It's also possible through a grant from the state of Maryland. In the first training session, 16 people became licensed dealers. Warwick says the next training session will be available soon.
6:37 on WBOC News this morning. Warmer temperatures are making a comeback.
Warmer temperatures, we might get to 70 in places tomorrow. Yes. It's shocking. And then she said the word that made sunshine. The forecast change. Yeah.
I said sunshine.
Today.
She has changed her word, though.
She has changed her word, but the problem is the old guy, old man Winter heard.
Whatever.
We have a big change in the weekend forecast, which could lead to a little bit of snow in some places as we head through the weekend. So we'll get to that in just a second. Live storm tracker radar is quiet. We are dealing with some fog in places, especially across central and southern Delmarva. This after the overnight rain showers that we saw across portions of the region. We're watching this area of shower activity that is still off to our west from Kentucky to East Texas. Another area of low pressure, 70s that we're going to have tomorrow and Friday. We probably will be in the 70s by midweek next week.
Okay, 70 sound good, but I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. It wasn't that many years ago that we had those two blizzards back to back in February.
I guess I need to dust off the old snowblower, huh?
We can handle an inch or two. That's fine. We can do it.
Just leave it at that.
I believe in us.
Okay, we'll see. And this morning's top talker is a royal visit with a slight hiccup. How this horse decided to welcome Prince Harry and his fiancée.
Also ahead, a very lonely pup, just wanting someone to read it to. How this library dog's now getting attention from all over the world. It's 6:41 on WBOC News this morning.